All right, how you doing, buddy? Obviously, it's your second treatment, isn't it? So,
Yeah, well, I'll go through the old story, Dale. Basically, I've been short of hair for very, very many years, and I tried another treatment in the early '90s, hair implantation. It didn't, synthetic hair plantation. It didn't last for. It looked very good, but it didn't last very long.
yeah,
And I heard about this, and I heard about you, like, and the other good work you've done and one thing. I looked all through your sort of like previous clients and whatever, and I chose you, and after the first treatment, I looked and I thought, my God, what a transformation. And I went round my sister's on Friday, and she turned around and said to me, she said, "Gal, your hair's grown back." When I sort of like bent down to take your boots off,
yeah,
and then I explained to her what it actually was and one thing and another. So, and believe me, she'd be my greatest critic. So, if you can't, if I can't fool her and Darren can't fool her,
yeah,
anyone that wants to have this done, please, please, please do it, because I've actually got my confidence back now. Even after the first treatment, I was sitting in a pub like without my cap on, because it looked like when I looked in the mirror, I see something there,
yeah.
and it's fantastic, and it's not painful. It's if you've had a tattoo, it's no different than having a tattoo, and I've got one more treatment to go, so it's all good.
Yeah, and
Fantastic.
you like you said that all of that. I mean, we've just had treatment 2 done today, didn't we?
Yes.
And you felt so much more confident just after treatment 1.
I felt so much more confidence. I've been wearing a hat for years. I mean, I'm known as Gary the Hat, but I've been wearing a hat for years. And for the first time ever, the other day, I was in a pub without a hat on.
Yeah.
And I walked down. I walked down to Subways today with Darren, like when we got our lunch, and I didn't have a hat on. And I don't feel all right. This time of the year, it's cold. It's January, but in the summertime, I'm going to be confident enough now to walk around without a hat on. I actually feel like I've got my confidence back.
It's crazy just having that. Like, it's almost the shine taken away, isn't it? And
It's just
looks
having
like
the
a
shine
shaven
taken
look.
away. Yes, you're never going to sort of like have masses of locks of hair in one thing or another, unless you go out and falsify it and get a wig. But it does give the overall impression that you've still got a head of hair and you just choose to have it short.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
And you've been suffering from hair loss for quite a while, haven't you? With your age. How old are you now, Gary?
I'm 61 now. I started losing my hair probably like in my mid-20s, to be frank, Dale.
Yeah.
It was about mid-20s, and it stabilised up until about sort of like when I was 31. Then it just come out in heaps,
Yeah.
And there wasn't really nothing about
Like this back
treatment
then.
wise. And you know something, I'm not really mentioning his name, but I'm not going to mention his name but there's someone that used to be in Take That, like, that has had various hair treatments and spent 30 grand. So we all know who it is.
Yeah, yeah. So Robbie Williams, if you're listening,
it's Rob Williams. If you're listen, come and get it done, because I see you sort of like saying that you've spent all this money like on hair transplants, and now you've sort of like got a widow's peak again. Well, I suggest you get yourself down here, mate, if you see this video, because Darren's an absolute craftsman at his trade, and I'm so pleased I come here now. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it's very Darren's rates is very inexpensive, believe me, because my sister, she don't leave nothing to chance, and she was checking when I was round her on Friday, and this is over half as cheap as one you can get in London.
Yeah.
And that is an upward £3,500 upwards. So there you go. So anyone that's thinking about, I'd like to do it, but don't do the but, do it, and get your confidence back.
I bet you wish this was kind of available back then.
I wish this was available back in the early 90s, and I think this is Darren Simon, it's a relatively new treatment in the last 10 years or so, and it's progressed from there, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I am so pleased I come here, and it's not that expensive. I mean, I know people that have gone to the casino and spent what I spent on this in a night. So there you go, folks.
There you go.
There you go.
That's it. The man said it all.
It's all good. In fact, and thank you very much, Darren, because it's fantastic, mate.
No worries, my pleasure.
We've got one more to go, and you can see the finished article on Sunday.